Well, once again, we're back at the Tehillim, the Psalms of our King David. These are actually songs and poetry to God. This is the basis of how Jews want to communicate their music. The music and the instruments that we're talking about here, many of them are lost to us. We don't know what they are. But we do have the remnant of it, and we're going to use it today. Here's Psalm number 70. Let's see if we can get it down where I can see a little bit better. Let's see how this will work. I think we can make it work out. So he says in the preceding psalm, David begged God to redeem the entire Jewish nation from exile. Here he makes a personal plea for his own return. Now the Medrash, which comments on this, is called the Medrash Shocher Tov, illustrates David's wish with a parable. David, may be likened to the shepherd who grazed the flocks of the king. The king became vexed by the shepherd, and so he chased away the flock, tore down the animal shed, and dismissed the shepherd. After a time the king gathered in the sheep and rebuilt the shed, but he did not restore the shepherd to his position. The shepherd lamented, "Behold, the sheep are gathered in, the shed is rebuilt, but I am not remembered." In the preceding psalm, which is verse number 36 over there, was a little longer, David said, God shall save Zion and build the cities of Jerusalem, and that's Judah, as if to say, behold, the shed is rebuilt, and they shall settle there, and take possession of it, as if to say, behold, the sheep are gathered in. Now, in this psalm, and let's say that's happening now, we're being gathered into our land. In this psalm, David, the shepherd asks, shall I not be remembered? Therefore, this composition is dedicated, LeDavid LaHazkir, for David, our king, to remember, to be mentioned, unto David for remembrance. That's what it is. Now, who is David? David is our king. But these works, these prophecies that are within it are 3,000 years old. From his position, he could see what was going to develop in the Jewish people, what our end would be like, and what it would be like for us to live in our exile. David gazed prophetically into the future and rejoiced over the rebirth of the nation. However, he feared that God would hold the leaders solely responsible for the sins of the people. Thus, as king and founder of the royal line, he and his descendants would be eternally doomed to exile and oblivion. Fully acknowledging his responsibility for the heirs of his subjects, remember I said before that the concept of the king, and I heard this from Rabbi Zwei, but many other people, that the king is really below everybody else, not above everybody else. He realizes the state of the moral state of the people. He bears it on his shoulder. It's his responsibility to elevate that. Ours as well. David nevertheless asks God to remember to credit him also for the merits of the people. The people do good things. The Jewish people are all trying to do good by virtue of which they can be redeemed. They are redeemed. If the sheep are worthy to return home, this certainly reflects credit on the faithful shepherd who guided the flock. Now that really almost brings tears to my eyes, is to realize that our King David, is trying to guide us. For the conductor, unto David for remembrance. O God, to rescue me. O Hashem, to my assistance hasten, come quickly to me. Shamed and disgraced by those who seek my life, repulsed and humiliated by those who wish me evil. Let them be turned back by the deserved shame, those who say, aha, we have him. Let them rejoice and be glad in you, all who seek you. And let them always say, God be magnified. The lovers of your salvation, As for me, I'm poor and destitute. That's why I often think that the Mashiach is a panhandler. He's a guy that just doesn't have anything. Oh God, he says, hasten to me. You are my assistants, and he who causes my escape. Hashem, do not delay. This is Baruch Fleischman here at the Tikkun Elevator Kollel, and if there's ever a time that we need Hashem in our lives, it's now.